Hey you guys, what's up? It's me, PhiL again, and I am very excited about this special edition of Kickin' It with PhiL, a heated discussion special edition. It runs all the way from April 9th to May 15th. You don't want to miss it. In this special edition, I get to kick it with every cast member, including the director, Ben Guillory. You don't want to miss it. All of the information is right here, the RobieTheaterCompany.org. Let's kick it! Woo! Hi you guys, I'm PhiL. Welcome to my channel, Kicking It with PhiL. Like, share, and subscribe, and get that notification bell. Shoo! Look at that. Just wanna know. You remember yesterday? No more games.
You got that, got what? Got milk? No. You know, that dude. Oh, got PhiL. Yeah, got PhiL. Yeah, got PhiL. PhiL. Yeah, got PhiL.
Running class, go and let out. Substitute teacher.
Hey you guys, what's up? We're kicking it again, and I am very excited for this whole series, Kicking It with PhiL, because we are getting to kick it with the cast of a heated discussion that is playing right now, Thursday through Saturday at 8 p.m., a Sunday matinee at 3 p.m., and all the details are right down here, right here, oh, yeah, right there, and I get to kick it today with an actress who's an administrator, who's over artist festivals, a producer of artist festivals. You name it, she does it. She has incredible credits, and she's willing to sit here with me. But right now, she's starring in a heated discussion. Give it up for my dear friend, Rosie Lee Hooks.
Thank you.
How are you?
Great, PhiL. Thank you so much for inviting me.
I just feel humbled for you sitting here with me and your list of your history of all the stuff that you've done. Even being in Sweet Honey in the Rock, which is a group, I was like, I love that. I want to know how you got started. Let everybody know. Tell us about you.
Well,
Where you from?
I'm from many places. I was born in Bessemer, Alabama, right outside of Birmingham, Alabama. I grew up in Florida and moved to DC, and from DC to LA.
Wow.
Yes, so it's been a long journey, and it's been a very interesting journey, different in each of those places, and all of those places informed who I am today.
Wow. How did you get bit by this bug?
Well, I was very introverted and shy. And a friend of mine wanted to audition. Robert Hooks was actually starting a professional theater company in Washington, D.C., the D.C. Black Repertory Theater Company. And he had already started NEC in New York. So, long story short, a friend of mine wanted to meet him. She needed somebody to go with her. So I said, okay, I'll go with you if you give me this shawl that she had on. So I went, I auditioned, I got accepted into the company. And that's basically how I got started acting. I actually didn't know what I was doing. I pulled together a Sterling Brown poem, Strong Men Getting Stronger, and I memorized it on the way. So it was by accident that I got into acting, but I am so happy that I discovered it because it just totally showed me who I really am.
Wow. Did you feel like something, did it feel like it was just What? Because some people they'll do it one time and go, oh, I won't do that no more. But you got in there and you did this, and you've even produced like 20 films and things like. How
Yeah.
was
Well, I have a lot of interests. At the time when I was becoming an actor, I was also working at the Smithsonian Institution, producing the African diaspora portion of the Festival of American Folklife.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of diplomatic work in Africa, South America, and the Caribbean to show that you can find Black culture from Africa, Caribbean to the U.S. intact in different forms in music, in both secular and sacred, in arts and crafts, in weaving, in religion. So we put those things together to, for example, I find a basket stitch in Ghana, the same basket stitch in Jamaica, same one in South Carolina, put those ladies together so you can see that our culture was kept intact. Even though we made that travel,
Wow.
we still have a lot of our things intact. So, and from there, because I had administrative skills when the company started, I was in charge of training for the actors, and I actually hired Bernice Johnson Reagan, who was at Howard University working on her folkloric degree, and eventually, Sweet Honey in the Rock evolved out of our vocal workshop.
Wow.
And that's how I got into acting. Again, because I had administrative skills, they always make me do the administrative stuff too, but acting just, it just opened me up. It opened me up. And what it presented was an opportunity to be somebody that I wasn't.
Wow.
So I couldn't do these things as myself, but as an actor, I could do whatever I want to do.
Wow. And this introvert that has now just came out. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what about being a black belt?
Well, that's interesting because I started with June Rhee in Washington, D.C. when I was there. I think after seeing some of those black exploitation movies, and I just was always interested in physical things. So I started back there, and then when I came to L.A., uh, I was married by then to a movie star kind of person.
Yeah.
And I was pregnant. And I tell you, the women were just knocking me down trying to get to my husband.
Wow.
And I said, you better go get control of yourself because you're going to smack somebody. So
Wow.
you better go get control of yourself. And that's what karate does for me.
Yeah.
So I went and I spent those years there learning karate, Tang Soo Do, hand and foot technique, Korean,
Wow.
and managed to get my black belt.
Oh, look at you. Wow, that's amazing. Do you have one favorite character that was one of your favorite characters early on?
You know what? I think one of my favorite characters was Lenore in 227. I created the role that Jackie does on 227.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did the original stage play for that. So, and the name was Lenore then. So that was one of my favorite roles to do, the stage production
Wow.
of that show. But I like to do a lot of things, from being a producer, a photographer, a filmmaker. At one point, I needed to do things.
Yeah.
And my
20
latest,
films.
yeah,
Wow.
documenting culture here
Yes.
in LA. I actually was producing a lot of festivals, cultural festivals,
Yeah.
mariachi festival, Cuban festival, First Central Avenue Jazz Festival, Armenian Festival. So I was producing these events, and I was a filmmaker. I said, well, I cannot not make a picture. And I had the opportunity to work with Channel 35, who is a local television station, city station, and they needed cultural content. So as fast as I could produce them, they were there to put them on air. So I could not.
Well, it sounds like you've been just busy, busy, busy. Has there ever been a moment where you said, let's see, maybe I think I second thoughts on this? Or did
No.
you've always,
No, I've never had second thoughts on acting because it allows me a freedom and access. So I've never thought that, oh no, I don't want to do this. Now, with some producing some of my events, having to get up 3 o'clock in the morning to go and take streets and
Yeah.
take control of things, I've had second thoughts there.
There's some hats.
Yes, but not really about acting. I'm very clear on that. And I'm still working during the day as a director of the Watchtowers Art Center campus.
Oh,
And also acting director right now, the Community Arts Division with the Department of Cultural Affairs. So I still get to be in contact with people, with children. I get so much energy from children. Children are so rich, you know, they just have so much to offer. And if you're open, there's so much to learn from children. So I'm doing that too, and I love it.
I love it. What would you tell somebody who's sort of on the fence? They have dreams, they sort of want to do something, but they just.
You know, what I say is, if a door opens, go through it. It may not be what you totally want at this moment, but if that door is open, use it as a foundation to get to where you want to go.
Wow.
So, and that's what I did. That's why I do so many things of being an actor, a singer, a photographer, a filmmaker, a producer. You know, those doors open for me, so I just went through them.
Now, tell us about your character that you're playing. She's starring right now.
Dr. Welsing,
Yes.
Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. Well, she's an intellectual, she's a doctor, and very, very serious about her work. And it didn't matter that people didn't like her or didn't like her theories around homosexuality and around white supremacy. She was very clear, and she did research. She did a lot of research. She's a medical doctor, and however, some of her opinions and stances. She used to teach at Howard University. And she was actually fired from Howard University for her homophobic views. But she's a very serious person. She loves Black people. She loves herself. And she's very clear on why we have white supremacy and what influences and informs it.
Wow. Does any of her being or in her research and her character, does any of that relate with you? Or
Well, it relates to me as a woman. It also relates to me because she was very structured and very, very strong. And I think I'm pretty structured and strong too. And even though my opinions are not those of Dr. Welsing, we have to respect who she is and what she thought and the work that she did.
Wow, I love that. I love that. How can we stay in contact with you?
Well, you know, I'm kind of a dinosaur. I don't do Facebook. I don't do Twitter. I don't do all those things like Dr. Welsing.
Okay.
I don't do all those things.
Yeah.
However, you can find me at watchtowers.org at the center there. And yeah, you can go to watchtowers.org, and you can also see a lot of the films that I've produced, a lot of the programs that we produce. So a lot of my work is there.
Beautiful. We'll put it all down there. And you want to make sure that you come Thursday through Saturday at 8 p.m. and on Sunday matinee at 3 p.m. All details right here. Rosie, I just want to say thank you for kicking it with me.
Thank you for letting me kick with you.
It's a different film featuring Remember Yesterday,
You remember yesterday.
the cool It's Just Like, the beautiful Summertime Rain, a tribute Baba Lee, That's Why, and a special hidden track, Feeling That, a different film. The acoustic set, available on all music platforms.
The boogeyman has been released. They know what it's called, but they don't know where it is, how people get it, if it's contagious, if it's an aerosol or in the air. What they do know is if you get it, it can kill you.
672. 755 East 80th Street. 755 East 80th Street. Tiffany Miles, male black was following home. He's dark complexion, heavy set, wearing dark clothes.
They did get to kill him. They just left the justice part out.
Everything was taken away with COVID. And just to think, winter is coming.